Everybody, I'm going to teach you something called the influence model today. Why is it that sometimes people in our lives have a lot of influence with others? Like they create a lot of impact on others, and we look at them, we're like, what is it about them that they have this kind of leverage, or they can gain this with certain people? Um, let's go back a little bit. Before we can talk about that, we have to talk about the first piece. When we're building our brands and we are trying to sell, right? Or when we are trying to engage with somebody as a leader or whatever, we're trying to gain that trust with somebody, with our team or with anybody else in our lives, then there are four C's that we talk about. Some are the more feeling tendency C's, like the character and chemistry. Do we have chemistry together? Do we get along? And do I like this? This is a person of integrity, right? Those are the first, that's the feely part. And then we have the thinking part of that relationship to build trust, which is credibility and competency. Does this person have the skill set to get this stuff done? And do I trust them to get this done? Um, that's the credibility and competency part. You have to have both in order for someone to ultimately gain trust with you and to actually purchase what you have to offer, or as a leader, to really understand that relationship and to let down their wall of self preservation. So when we at that first part of trust, sometimes we just ring the bell of victory, right? We got them. Like we got the sale. We were back. We think that we nailed it. It's all good. But we, at that point in time, it's just that first section. We don't gain influence and impact by just creating everything like a transaction, just getting through those first four C's and then creating like a transaction. What we got to do next is get through that wall of self-preservation. The wall of self-preservation says once we get through the trust part, then we are asking ourselves three questions. What am I afraid of losing? What am I trying to hide? And what am I trying to prove and to whom? Any of those three questions can get in the way of us moving beyond that wall of self-preservation, because we're trying to protect ourselves, right? And we're afraid of losing something. We're trying to hide something, or we're trying to prove something to somebody. And those things can jeopardize the next movement, the next phase, which is building the relationship. Okay, that first part is just the transactional part. That is just the part to get us in the door. And then we gain influence and impact through the ongoing nurturing of that relationship and the ongoing building of our brand and their brand, and making sure that we together are in harmony and working towards a single goal. Self preservation will get in the way every time. Again, it is, what am I trying to hide? What am I afraid of losing? And what am I trying to prove, and to whom? Those three questions, whenever you feel yourself being stumped in something, whenever you feel yourself not getting beyond that next level, whenever you, like, what is it that's jeopardizing that relationship? And think about that. And how can you overcome that next level, that salt wall of self-preservation, to get to that next level of building that relationship and building a brand worth following? So that is the influence model. If you have any questions about that, I would love to hear them. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and I will check you later. Thanks.